And on this episode of Read the Room, we have this from Variety. Chris Pine is stunned by Wonder Woman 3 getting axed. Not that he would have returned. It would be ridiculous to bring me back. Now, if you haven't heard, Wonder Woman 1984 was not only the worst superhero movie ever made, it was one of the worst movies of the entire decade, I would say. It failed at every single metric, and it might be one of the most detrimental movies to the DC Extended Universe. The main plot of the movie was that there was this wishing crystal that you can just grab it and wish for something and it comes true. So Diana wishes that Steve Trevor can come back into her life. So instead of the wishing crystal just materializing another Steve Trevor, it takes the body of this random dude and pops Steve Trevor's consciousness into this dude. And only Diana could see him. So you took this dude who has a life that we don't even get to know about, and Wonder Woman has sex with him. And they go on this massive adventure. And at no point did Patty Jenkins think this is just the worst idea ever. But it gets even worse though, because the main villain, Maxwell Lord, he has a very diabolical plan in it that we actually don't get to know why he's doing this. He just wants to give everyone wishes for some reason, that he wishes to become the Wishing Stone. And he grabs people's arms and tells them, oh, don't you wish I had a meeting with the president? And then the guy will go, oh, yes, I do wish that very much. Let me give him to you. Then he goes to the president. He's like, oh, what would you possibly wish for? And the president's like, oh, I wish I had more nukes. So he makes more nukes. And then eventually he wants just to give everyone their wishes. So then at the end of the movie, Maxwell Lord finds a way to project his voice out to the entire planet and give everyone on the planet their deepest wishes. And then Diana defeats him by wrapping her lasso around his leg, and then she tells the entire planet to renounce their wishes, and for some reason they all 100% do, and then Steve Trevor's consciousness goes away forever. That's the movie. I crap you not. That is the movie that a human being with the entire library of Wonder Woman comic books at her disposal, that's what she came up with. Also, again, it was called 1984, and some of the video games in the arcade were clearly made after 1984, so the amount of work that went into this is shockingly low. But one of the weirdest parts of this movie was that Wonder Woman was out, just solving problems in 1984. Yet in Batman vs. Superman, Batman has never heard of this woman or ever saw her. And the only thing he knows of her was a picture from World War I, I think? Yeah, so the continuity was all off the wall with that movie. So, yeah, I could understand why there wasn't a third movie of Wonder Woman. But also, why the hell is Chris Pine talking about this? Chris Pine is quoted in saying, I'm stunned that they said no to a billion-dollar franchise and decided to pivot elsewhere. Yes, the first Wonder Woman movie made almost $1 billion, but the second one didn't even make $200 million. So why would a studio say, okay, well, there is a massive drop-off between these two movies, and one of the movies was liked and the other one was absolutely hated, so why would we make a third one? I don't know what the reason was behind that. It's above my pay grade. He has no idea what the reasoning behind that is. Okay, so a movie that everyone hated that didn't make nearly as much as the first one, and he's confused of why there isn't a third one. This is again why I say actors should not give interviews at all. Because this man, he knows nothing about anything. Why would anyone put a microphone in front of Chris Pine's face at all? And say, yes, give me your opinion on this. Ridiculous. Yeah, the movie was terrible. Everyone hated it. That's why they're not making a third one. Chris, could I explain it for you any more clearly? So what do you guys think about that? Are you shocked that there is not a Wonder Woman 3? Also, I think Gal Gadot is a terrible actress. So what do you guys think about that? Are you shocked that there's not a Wonder Woman 3? Do you possibly think Gal Gadot might return to the DC universe as any character at all? Let me know what you think about that.